You're likely pouring energy into targets you don't actually want. Promotions, relocations, or specific bank balances often distract from what you're actually seeking. Without identifying the core reason behind these goals, your daily life is left to the whims of societal expectations. You aren't choosing a path, you are drifting along one. To reclaim your direction, we are going to use an 80-year-old engineering framework. Over the next 5 minutes, this process will cut through your mental noise and reveal exactly where your focus belongs. Grab a pen and a blank piece of paper. If you need a moment to get ready, pause the video now. It is essential that you do this exercise on paper, not in your head. The physical act of writing shifts you into a state of active analysis. You are no longer just thinking about change, you are architecting it. Write down one major goal you are currently pursuing at the very top of your paper. This is your surface want. It is often a target defined by logic or external pressure, shielding a deeper, unaddressed need. In the 1930s, Sakichi Toyoda developed a diagnostic framework called the 5 Whys to solve industrial complications. When a machine failed on the assembly line, Toyoda's team didn't settle for the first obvious symptom. They asked why 5 times in a row, drilling through the surface until they found the specific mechanical failure at the root of the problem. This same industrial logic applies to your personal life. It allows you to diagnose why you feel stuck despite your hard work. This exercise requires absolute honesty. You have to move past logical justifications and look at the emotional truths you've been ignoring. Achieving a massive goal is a hollow victory if it addresses the wrong problem. You can spend years climbing a ladder only to find it's leaning against the wrong wall. Look at your surface want. Ask yourself, why do I want this? And write the answer down. Consider a woman whose goal is to buy a lake house. She believes this property is the key to spending quality time with her teenage children. She asks her first why. She wants the house to get away with her family. Then the second why reveals that she doesn't see her high school-age kids as often as she used to. The third why hits harder. She feels like the time she has left with them is slipping away. By the final why, she reaches the core. She misses when they were small and the family was her entire world. Her true need is simple: uninterrupted connection right now. If your own answers sound like it pays more or it seems fun, you are still on the surface. Keep digging until you reach a feeling that feels raw and undeniably true. There is a practical tragedy in the lake house goal. Saving for and renovating that house would take 5 years. By then, her children will have already moved out for college. Uninterrupted connection was the requirement, and it didn't require a down payment or a 5-year construction project. Ask why on your paper until you hit your own version of that realization. When you find the answer that feels most honest, circle it. Identifying this core emotion allows you to stop sacrificing years for a mirage and start addressing what you actually need. Now you must make an invisible choice. This is the internal decision to prioritize your core need before your external reality catches up. Delaying your life until a major goal is met is a high-risk strategy. Acting on the core value immediately is the only way to ensure the outcome you actually want. The mother in our example abandoned the 5-year real estate plan. That same week, she instituted a mandatory Sunday family dinner. She secured the connection she wanted immediately. Look at the answer you circled. Write down one specific action you can take today to satisfy that core need. Your environment changes when you stop chasing symptoms and start addressing the cause. The decision to act on your core value is what alters your trajectory. The paper you are holding identifies where you've been wasting effort and where your energy finally belongs. Use the 5 Whys for every major decision from now on. It ensures you aren't just moving fast, but moving in the right direction. If this exercise provided the clarity you've been looking for, subscribe to the channel for more frameworks on intentional growth. This shift isn't waiting for you in the distant future. You occupy this path the moment you take the action you've written down.